Hello, welcome. My name is Kanoa. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I hope you are ready to have some fun because we're going into our 30-minute cardio and strength workout. This is going to be a blast. I hope you're ready to move, to sweat, to hopefully smile. Hopefully, that's my hope. We're gonna jump in there right with our warm-ups. We're gonna do side steps with a shoulder roll forward. So we're just tapping the feet side to side, and then nice big rolls of the shoulder forward. A few here. Awesome. Now reverse. Feet doing the same thing. Just rolling this back. Oh my goodness. Even if you have to concentrate it on one shoulder and then go to the other side, you might feel like you're a little bit tighter on one side. I can feel this in my right shoulder. I'm like, ooh, I really need to warm that up. All right, we're gonna move into a booty kick. So you're stepping here. Feet are flexed, almost like your heels are going towards the tush. And then we're reaching. Nice, wide stretch. Awesome, we're just warming it up. If you need to step it down a little bit, if you're not ready to go full on out, it's okay. Again, just the warm up, just getting things moving, just getting things warmed and loosed. Loose. I don't even know if that's a word. Here we go. Keep going. Keep your core engaged. So we're warming up everything in here. Upper, core, middle. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna twist. Here, full twist. Notice how I'm actually lifting up my heels as I turn, right? My knee is following my toes. And now I'm adding just a cross punch. And you, again, you can take this a little bit slower if you're here. You're like, I'm warming up. I'm just getting going, Kanoa. I need to be here, do it. Or maybe you have somewhere in between, or you're bumping it up, but you're punching straight across, shoulders. Reach it, core engaged. Keep going. And breathe. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Don't forget to breathe. That is a lot for me. There's times when I'm holding my breath. This is a reminder to breathe through these moves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating lunges. You can have your hands on your thighs for support, pushing your booty back. And put a little bounce right here. So we're moving through. There we go. And maybe you do a few on each side and you're like, oh, I can go a little bit lower. Just make sure you're not hunched over, right? We're having a nice, tall spine, nice and lengthened. Ooh, this is good. Feeling that stretch. Feeling these legs warming up. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Going into our squat, slight squat, into toe touch. So feet shoulder width or wider apart. This is gonna be a great cue for you throughout the workout. If you need to move some things around, it's okay. Take up space. You have permission. For me, I'm like lifting, shifting, and it's all good. We all have different shapes to our body, and we want you to move in a way that's comfortable and works for your body. So we're gonna have a slight squat, push the booty back, up, and then hinge at the hips, over, and you're pulling up using your booty. Here we go. And over. Down just a little bit. Down and over. reaching towards the toes. Maybe you don't get all the way down to your toes. That's okay. That's not the point of this. It's warming it up, and then we're stretching. Warming it up, stretching that. Again, using your booty to squeeze and lift you up. There we go, there we go. Down and up, down and up, awesome. 3, 2, 1. Give me one more warm up. We're doing an hip opener here. So you're making this circle, like this half circle with your thigh, with your hip. And it can be even a low movement. If you're here and that's your range of motion, go with it. If you have it in you, do a little bit bigger, awesome. It's not about who can make the biggest circle. It's warming up your body in a way that's comfortable for you. Here we go, 5, 4, give me one more each side. 2, 1, yes! That was our warm up. So now we're gonna go into, sorry I had to tuck this mic in. So we gotta make some adjustments. That's okay, this is real life. So we are going into our first set of moves. We're gonna do them for 30 seconds each. First one is a step jack, right? It looks similar to a jumping jack, but we're gonna take out that impact and bring it to a step. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, step jack. Awesome. Again, take it at your pace. This does not have to look the way that I do it. I am just a guide for you, right? Just an example of one way you can do this, but there's so many other ways that you can take this. You can do this without the arms. You can do this with just the arms. Any way you want to. Maybe you want to bump this up to a full jack, or maybe alternate between the two. You got permission to do you, boo. 3, 2, 1, into our squat. Remember, feet straight ahead. Here we go, down and up. I'm not doing a deep squat on this because the main thing for me is that we have proper form. So just in this idea of I'm pushing my booty back, my back is tall and lengthened, and then I'm squeezing, my feet is flat. There you go. There you go. Squeeze that. Awesome, keep your core engaged. Notice how I tilt. So maybe if you're coming down this low, but you come down and then you're like, uh-oh, keep it here. 3, 2, 1, awesome. Skater steps. Step to the right, bringing that left foot back behind. And then we alternate. Here we go, come on. And then we're reaching. So this is the move. So it's like you're a skater. Like you are making some speed. There we go. This is an athletic move that's helping you with agility, mobility. You don't have to go super fast. You don't have to jump through this for it to be effective. There you go, breathe, breathe, stretch, stretch. Maybe you come down a little lower. Maybe you keep it up, but you pick up the pace. Again, I'm one example of how you can do this. There is no wrong way unless you're hurting somewhere. 3, 2, 1, going into YTW. So we're going into arms right in front. You're making a Y, coming down in front to a T, right? It's like a letter T, and then in to a W. Each time pulling the shoulder back. That's how you're gonna get the most out of this move. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, into Y, T, W. There we go. Y, notice how I'm bringing that back. T, W. Keep going. T, W. There we go. Awesome. Few more seconds, few more. Come on. Hang in there with me. Your arms might be burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're bringing it into this side step, bring it a little lower, and we're having our arms reach towards that side foot. And again, just like our skater step, the foot is coming back and behind. There we go. Show me that power. You're doing amazing. Don't forget to breathe. Remember that cue. Again, if your arms are tired, just bring it into the foot. Be there. Or maybe just the arms. Or maybe you alternate between adding the arms one time, taking the arms out, and again, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Yes. That's the round. That's the round. That's the 5 moves. And we're gonna do it again from the top. So the first time you might have been, I had never done that. YTW, what is that? But now you get to go into it stronger the second round. And maybe, you did this without the arms or you did it without the legs. And then you're like, I think I'm ready to add it in for this round. Go for it. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Even if you tried and it doesn't work out so well, at least you tried. This is what this is about, showing up, trying and taking our next step forward, our next best step forward, and proving to ourselves what is possible in the amazing body that we're in right now. Here we go. In 5, step jacks, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So remember, take this at your pace. And if you need to at any point to pause and stop, take a minute. Take it, well, not a whole minute, but take as much time as you need and then jump back in. Maybe you hop this a little bit. Just be proud of where you are. Be proud that you're here and you're moving and you're doing this for you. 3, 2, 1, into our squat and up. There we go. Breathe. So notice how I'm taking this opportunity when I come down, coming up, squeezing, putting the majority of the weight in my heel, but my feet are still flat on the ground. Whether your knees or your feet are straight, maybe they're out a little bit, turned out a little bit, just make sure your knees are following that line that your feet are on. You're doing amazing. 3, 2, 1. Skater step. I know you're amazing. People who know you know that you are amazing, but I need you to believe that you are amazing as you are by being here, living in your strength and your power and the capabilities that you have being here right now. We celebrate it all. Again, if you need to give your arms a rest and then come back in. Nice reach. Long stretch in the arms and in the legs. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. YTW. Here we go. Y. T. There we go. Woo, my arms. I feel like, oh girl, my arms. There, but my shoulders are burning. So this is proof that you don't necessarily need weights to get in something that is going to really work your upper body or really any part of your body. We're doing all of these dynamic moves that are helping with strength, agility, endurance, and we're not jumping. We're not using any weights, no gimmicks. We're just using our bodies. 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, we're gonna finish this one, T, and W into our side step. Keep it relatively low, booty push back. Now add the arms. Whoops, I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing right here? There we go. So take that for me. Even if you have a misstep, even if you trip up, even when it's not perfect, because it's not about perfection, you just pick it up, shake it off, and move forward. I'm like, I'm not gonna feel bad about that. I'm human. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Shake it out. Don't stop moving. That's why I think a lot of times, and I've been there, where it's like just beating myself up because, oh my gosh, I didn't do that perfect. Oh my goodness. And then you go into the cycle of, I'm a failure. You can't do anything right. And the voices start going. But the reality is like, it's not a big deal. I messed up, took a second, corrected it, jumped back to it, and I finished it. All right, we're going into our next set of moves. Here we go. So first move, good mornings. So take that squat stance, right? Our feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees. You're gonna put your fingertips behind your ears, not your head, not your neck, the ears. Keep it light, you're not pressing, just a light touch. And we're gonna bend, we're gonna hinge at the hip, down and coming up. Okay, so literally keep a nice tall lengthened spine, coming down and then up. Here we go, 5, 4, get ready, it's gonna be fun. 3, 2, 1, here we go, we're down. So you're working your booty, your lower back. If you're doing this correctly, squeezing this, all of this, as you make your way up. Exhale on that way up. Use that breath as your power. Keep your core engaged. Pull up a few more seconds. Awesome, 3, 2, 1. Next move, we're going into a step back. So you're just gonna step back here, alternating legs, and then you're bringing your arms up. Here we go, we're into it. This is a great, and I talk about this all the time, this move is a great stepping stone into a burpee. So this is a great variation to a traditional burpee that you might see. That's like a standing version, but if you can bring this down, you're engaging your core. You're utilizing these core muscles. If you keep it tucked in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice stance, feet shoulder width apart. Again, we're gonna keep, my shoulders are like blip blip. Fingers behind your ears. And we're coming side. We're gonna take this slow because we're alternating as we're going through this. So you're crunching on each side. You're lifting, utilizing your core. Don't stop. And we keep moving this. Yes. You should feel this in the obliques. If you don't want to lift the leg, you can just side. This time, just lifting my heel. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jog in place. Jog in place. So, again, variation for this, you don't actually even have to lift your whole foot. Just lift the heel, but move those arms. Or maybe you take it to a light jog or a step. This is totally okay. Maybe there's something that you like to do that isn't even one of those examples. Jump into that. Do that for 30 seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going back into our squat, but this time we're gonna add a little twist to it. So now you gotta spice things up even in your movement. So we're coming down, but we're gonna bring our arms up. So we're not coming down super low unless you want to, right? Don't let me dictate where you need to be. You figure that out. It's okay, here. So remember the cues, pushing the booty back, squeezing that on the way up. But we're just keeping shoulders down from our ears, straight across. Just adding a little something to make this a compound movement. Core up, yes. Strengthen that move, pull that up. 3, 2, give me one more. Down, up, awesome. Step it out. That, you guys are like 75% through this workout. We just have one more round. We're gonna do that move, those 5 moves again, starting with our good mornings, but you get a little bit of time. Go grab some water, towel down if you have to, if you just wanna take a minute. Well, actually 30 seconds, that's all I'm giving you, but just take a moment if you need one. It's important to definitely hydrate through these movements, right? Especially if you're sweating, if you're like, Kanoa, you are working me. That's good. Make sure you're hydrating, right? I definitely don't want you to fall out. That's not what I'm aiming to do. We're here to just have fun, move a little bit, hopefully laugh a little bit. All right, here we go, into our good mornings. 3, here, I'll turn this way. There's a difference. 2, 1, feet shoulder width apart, over. Push the booty back and up and under. What we don't want is the pressure to be in the lower back. So if you're feeling it on the way down, maybe you don't come down as low, right? Maybe it's here. Or maybe for you, you have to come down a little lower so that it's lengthened and you're bringing that up. Again, I mentioned we're all different sizes and shapes, right? Some of us might have a belly. I do, so I got thighs too. I got all the curves. And sometimes you might have to adjust your positioning for that, and that's okay. You know your body better than anyone else. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, into our step backs. Right into it. There we go. That's why I always say it's important to, play around with variations, because maybe, you do a move, you see it done a certain way, and you're like, that just doesn't feel right for my body. You know what your body should feel like. You know if it's uncomfortable, and if it is uncomfortable, you have the responsibility to adjust for you, because we don't want you to be uncomfortable. We certainly don't want you to induce an injury. So make an adjustment. Use any of these variations at any point in your journey. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oblique crunch. Remember, behind your ears, and step that up. Also make sure, even as your hands are lifted, that you're keeping your shoulders out from under your ear, and you're crunching this. Again, if your arms are tired, maybe you're here. Maybe you're like Kanoa, or maybe you're here. Maybe you stay on one side for a little bit, and then you'll alternate. I'm showing you all the ways of doing this. Pick one. Pick one, live in it, have fun with it. Maybe you experiment and find something else maybe I didn't show you that works even better for you. 3, 2, 1. Yes! My shoulders. Jog in place. Here we go. So again, I'm not even lifting my entire foot. I'm just lifting my heel. But you would think I was running the fastest sprint of my life. Or you can lift it up. Or you can step it. Just give it all that you got. That's all I ask ever, is give 100% of you where you are. And I'm always gonna celebrate that. Breathe, breathe. Keep your core engaged, even if you're doing this, even if you're just lifting the heels. Engage that core, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To our last move. Our last move. It is our squat with our arm raised. Feet shoulder width apart. Here we go. Back and up. So remember, we're not lifting our arms higher than our shoulders, straight down, coming down, squeezing the booty on our way up. There we go. You should feel that strength. I'm not even coming down that low, but you better believe, I'm like, yes, like I'm all the way down to the ground. It's all in the effort that you put behind it. Doesn't matter how low you go. Doesn't matter, even if you're just like taking the arms out, but it's the power and the intention that you put behind this move that gives it that effectiveness in your body. Come on. 5, we're almost done. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Give me one more. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I am talking about. Hopefully you just feel absolutely amazing about what you just accomplished. I am like, I don't know if you can see this. You can't see the floor, but there's literally just like designs from my sweat that are on this ground. And honestly, it's not even about that. It's just how I feel. I'm proud of what I did. I hope you're proud of what you did. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of that you're still here with me. You're still here. Hopefully feeling just a little bit better, a little bit more confident, a little bit stronger. That's all I ever want, right? It's just, that's what it should mean to move and move with pride and joy in your body. That was amazing. Here we go. So I'm like, where do we go from here? Let's cool down. So we're just gonna bring this into our alternating side lunges. Right, we've done that before. Just gonna do a few of these. I'm not going down low, terribly low for this, but we're going to in just a few seconds. Bring it down into a static lunge. So now you're gonna just stay on one side and then sink into that. Breathe into that, awesome. That was incredible. But you can see, like, if you do this workout again, there's so many levels to play with it, right? Maybe the first couple times through, you do a move and you do it a certain kind of way, and then the next time you're like, you know what? I want to take another variation. I want to challenge myself. Or maybe you find you have a little bit more strength, you have a little bit more flexibility in a move or somewhere, and you're like, you know what? Let me try this again, and then either bump it up or adjust in some way. That's what this is about. You know, that's why I want to show you, breathe, sink into that a little bit deeper. I want to show you as many variations as I can so that you can play with it, right? Up, slowly, other side. You know, there might be parts of your body you're like, oh, that was a little bit of a challenge, but I know I want to gain more mobility and I can feel that's getting better and stronger. And maybe I come back to this workout in a week, maybe a month from now, do it again and see how you've progressed, right? It's just, those are ways for me to check. I'm like, am I getting more stamina? Could I do this again and maybe take less pauses? Maybe I could bump this up and keep going. I'm like, yeah, that's the progress, right? Those are the things that help me see that I'm getting stronger in my body, that I'm building my body to do more, right? That's what it looks like for me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, awesome. Up. Take a side stretch for me. So either with your hand on your hip, your left hand, you can even keep it on your thigh, wherever it's comfortable. I'm like, where do I put my hand? You're just gonna reach over here for me. Nice tall stretch. I just kind of lean a little bit so that my chest is slightly towards, it's not like rotating back, but just a slight lift so that I feel like I can see past my arm. But you can keep your head straight. You know, you don't want it to strain it. And then you're reaching over. Don't crunch into the side. Keep it nice and lifted, but you're reaching over. Inhale, reach, exhale. Maybe you come over a little bit further. Make sure you still have a slight bend in your knees. You don't want to lock them out. Yes. Just let yourself settle into these stretches. And sometimes we just want to rush through. We're like, we did all the hard stuff, let's go. Your body deserves this. This is part of your self-care. Maybe this is the only self-care you're gonna let yourself have all day, so enjoy it. Bask into it. Bring it up. Slow, slow, slow. Other side. Here we go. Over. It's like sweat from my arms just dripping into my face. Oh my goodness. Like I'm a mess over here. Stretch, breathe. Every time you inhale, see if you can reach a little bit further. And then as you exhale, if you can come down a little bit lower, don't force it. Just let it fall wherever it wants to go, basically. And if it doesn't want to go any further, then don't force it. Remember, don't lock your knees. That's a reminder to myself. I still need these cues too. Like I told you, I've been on my journey for years and years and years, and there's still times where it's like, I have to remind myself of all the things. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, slowly bring that up. Feet together. Right arm across your body. I did some shoulder work there. So you can either use the opposite arm to pull, not on the wrist, but maybe just right below the wrist. For me, I don't know why, but it feels better if I can like take a hold of my arm, bring it across, and kind of cradle it. I just feel like I get the best stretch for me, but that might not be the case for you. Breathe. You're tired. And that's what we just show up, right? Maybe you come back to this tomorrow. Maybe I see you 2 days from now. You pick this up where you need it and you fit it in a way that's going to serve you best, right? Don't worry about people who are like doing this every day. Maybe your body does not want to do this every day, right? It's not a competition. Listen to your body. Look at what your goals, your objectives are. And then you make this work for you. 3, 2, ooh, that's a good one. 1, other side. Straight across. Oh, this is yummy. Good. I mean, you're worth self-care every day, every single day. So even if there's one of these that feels particularly good for you and you're like, oh, I need to do this more often, then for sure, maybe you're doing these stretches in the morning, right? Or you're doing some of these stretches at night before you're going to bed to help you relax. Just do something for you. Maybe that's the case tomorrow. You're like, I don't want to do this whole routine over again, but I can add in a few minutes of my day and then just do the stretches. 3, 2, 1, and release. That was our workout for today. Like I said, I am extremely proud of you. You're amazing. I love just sharing space with you today, and hopefully I get to see you again soon.